What's happening, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well, and happy Sunday morning to everyone out there. My name is Tim Dameron. I'm with the House of Yah Community Outreach, and one of the things that we do is we try to educate the public. A lot of you guys are waking up in the freedom movement right now. A lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys are looking up bank stuff, and you're starting to figure out that we actually don't have any cash, and that there's no value, and I get it. But there's a point where stuff starts getting a little crazy. And that's when I saw this. So we're going to go through these questions here. Now, who am I to answer all these questions? Well, I spent 23 years in the car business, 8 years as a finance director. I saw a lot of paper getting cashed. I personally saw it getting cashed. So I understand the banking system. I understand how it works. And I understand how we're creating money here. I actually teach classes on this stuff. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, so what I thought I would do is go through these questions here, because apparently you should ask these questions to your bank. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't ask these questions to your bank, because you're going to look stupid if you do. That's why. All right, so let's go to question number 1. Does your bank create money when it issues a loan as described in the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve? And if not, please provide a legally certified accounting record providing otherwise. Well, recently, actually Donald Trump and his little Elon team over there just noticed that there's actually no accounting for any of this. So this right here is a hollow question. And understand that bankers are under oath. They can't talk about certain things. So when it talks about does your bank create money? No. What they do is they actually witness it. And they actually put all of the factors into place. So literally, like a person hopping from one lily pad to another, you can get to the Federal Reserve. The money is created by your equity, by the things that you do. So if you're told, or if you agree to make 36,000 payments, as soon as you make one payment, it's performing. When you file an application, that also has an effect there too. And those are all placed with the Federal Reserve. All right, I think I answered that question. Anyway, number 2, when my loan is issued, did the bank debit an existing existing depositor's account, or did they create a new deposit as a liability on its balance sheet? Please provide documentary proof. You know that? Have you noticed that we're not asking questions to the bank anymore? This is more like discovery. This is more like we're asking for documentation. And I'm going to tell you, wrong platform, wrong vehicle. You're not going to get your questions answered, and you know what? They don't have to. And here's why. You're the borrower. And look at where the borrower is on that contract. He's on that little bitty box right down there at the bottom, and he's stuck in that box because that's where they sign. That's where the borrower signs, right? And that's what you become. So when you start asking questions like this, they're not under any obligation to answer you, and they don't have to. But if you have the right vehicle, you can do just about anything. Let's keep going through these questions though. Did the bank provide real, tangible consideration for the loan, such as a pre-existing legal tender, or did it create the funds through an accounting entry? If the latter, how does that constitute lawful consideration under contract law? Again, another question they don't have to answer. And here's why. You're the borrower. Now, I'm going to answer the question. Did the bank create tangible consideration for the loan? They might have. I'm going to tell you what, man. Credit unions do it all the time. Credit unions will give a draft, and they'll send it with their buyer down to the car dealership, and they'll buy a car. And that is consideration. Doesn't matter how it was created. Doesn't matter. If the note goes from here to here, consideration is given. That's consideration for the loan. So this whole balance sheet thing and all that, it's out the window. Check us out for the part 2, and I'm going to be going through more of these questions. Be blessed, everyone.